The Philippines has one of the worst weather indexes in the world. We feel this every year with severe heat followed by intense flooding and storms. This climate not only has a direct effect on us, but also hurts us by harming our crops and our farmers. Many harvests a year of a Filipino farmer goes to waste, not because of anything, but because of our extreme weather patterns that are only getting worse.
According to the Global Climate Change Index, the Philippines ranked 17th in 2021 as the most affected country to natural disasters and extreme weather. Because of our unpredictable climate, our farmers don't know when to plant and which crops can deal with the upcoming conditions. This leads to many crops dying, leading to not just lost food, but also lost income for our farmers.
All of this creates an unsafe environment for our agriculture. Noong December 2021, tumama ang Super Typhoon Odette sa Pilipinas at bumaha ito ng 420,000 hectares ng land. This flood caused farmers to lose 215 million worth of crops and farmland.
And without much access to new innovative technology to our farming processes such as storage and production, it is even harder to recover when crops are lost. This leads us to a topic known as sustainable agriculture. Now, this is a big topic with many further sections that can be faced, but the overarching goal of sustainable agriculture is to integrate a healthy environment, economic profitability, and social and economic equity into the agricultural industry.
This means besides making as much food as possible, we should also value how we handle our agriculture and how we treat the industry workers such as our farmers. Today, we will be going through one of the many topics of sustainable agriculture, urban agriculture. We have with us today Noelle Madarang. Hi! Who is here to show us what sustainable and urban agriculture looks like.
Hi Noelle, please explain a bit about yourself and what you do.
Hi, I'm Noelle Madarang, an incoming 11th grade student of Everest International Academy, and I'm also the president of our school sustainability club.
So what is the Everest Sustainability Club and what do you do there?
It is a student-initiated organization rooted in fulfilling our missions as stewards of the earth. We are committed to taking action and raising awareness about environmental and societal issues. To achieve this, we plan and prepare projects which would aid our neighboring communities.
So what projects have you accomplished?
Some of the projects we hosted last school year were the waste collection drive, poster making contest, and our culminating activity, the tote bag fundraiser. But one project that especially stood out to me was our InReach collaboration with Mission Youth Everest.
So what exactly did you do during the MYE Sustainability collaboration?
On April 19th, EIA Sustainability Club and MYE had a joint InReach. Here we invited around 40 kids aged 8 to 12 to our campus. The activity we had planned for that day was to use recycled soda bottles and extra veggies for the kids to plant themselves.
That activity was really fun to participate in. Can you please explain the process of collecting and preparing these materials?
I live in a condominium building, so I asked help from our janitor to collect used soda bottles. Once we had around 45, they were brought to school. So then I, along with the Sustainability Club, spent our sessions prior to the InReach washing, cutting, and preparing the bottles for the kids to use. We also provided them with some paint so that they could decorate their bottles. How this is done is we cut the bottles into horizontal halves, so the soil and the KANG-KONG were placed in the top portion of the bottle, where the spout is. And the bottle cap had slits cut into it where a string is tied. I'll explain that part later on. And the bottom portion of the bottle is filled with water and works as a stand for this pot. And the idea of the string being tied to the bottle cap is that this is going to absorb water from the bottom part and bring it to the soil. So watering the plant becomes as simple as replacing the water in the bottom portion of the bottle every week.
And where did you learn about this?
When thinking of an idea for this InReach, there were 3 elements that I had in mind. So first of all, it needs to be fun since we're working with kids. Second, it needs to be simple and practical to show that a sustainable lifestyle isn't something that's exclusive. And third, it needed to bring them personal benefit to show how good sustainability is and how important it is for everyone to practice it. So, with those three criteria in mind, I turned to the internet. And there I found a simple DIY pot craft, which I then modified so that it would be easier for us and the materials we already had.
And why is this important?
It's because there's this notion that sustainability can only be achieved through complex means which are accessible to wealthy people. But the thing is, living a sustainable lifestyle is as simple as conserving energy, reusing materials, and refraining from buying products like electronics or clothes too frequently because its production uses up a lot of carbon.
How do you think that this can encourage the youth to be more involved and interested in sustainability?
The EIA Sustainability Club is student initiated, so we really focus on taking effective action as teenagers and as young people. And, beyond being trendy or having something good to put on your college resume, it's important to remember that the future of the earth is in our hands. There are a lot of issues to be addressed. There's a lot of damage that's already been done to our environment, and we need to take action immediately. So I hope that alone is enough to encourage everyone to step up.
And what message do you have to the youth in your area of sustainability?
In the Philippines particularly, I hope that everyone realizes how beautiful our country is and how abundant our natural resources are. And, with that being said, we have an obligation to take care of our environment and the species living in it. Everybody should be doing their part in avoiding the deterioration of Philippine ecosystems, and you can do that even by following the simple methods which I mentioned earlier.
All right. Thank you, Noelle, for eagerly participating and discussing your cause. We really appreciate it.